Hello and welcome to Customer Creations. My name is Nia and today's tutorial is going to be on tapestry crochet. Tapestry crochet is a form of crochet where we do some color changing, but we do carry the color that we're not using underneath our crochet that we're working on. Okay, so a few things about tapestry crochet. Well, first off, this is a pattern by divinedebris.com and it is called Cute Paw Print. The materials that you're going to be needing is going to be a number 4mm hook, a pair of scissors, some stitch markers. We may or may not use these, and of course we're going to need number 4 worsted weight yarn. Say any number 4, any two colors. I'm going to be using this denim color and this light blue. The denim is going to be my white squares, and of course the blue will be the blue design paw print. Okay, tapestry crochet, if you can see here, we have 19 numbers, right? So in tapestry crochet, one square equals one single crochet. The reason we have 19 here and 19 up here is this is just our stitch count. We are going to start with the chain 20, and then once we start in that second chain from the hook, we will be left with 19. We will be doing a chain 1 and turn at the end of every row. So you can also see you have odd numbers here and even numbers here. So the odd numbers on the right side means we're going to start counting our work or the squares from right to left. Okay, the even numbers, and it's also considered your right side. The even numbers you're going to read left to right, and this is also considered the wrong side. Okay, so if you have a number on this side, you're going to read that number, you're going to read the squares or count the squares starting from your right to left. If you have a number over here, you're going to read those squares left to right. Okay, so again, we are going to do a chain 1 and turn at the end of every row. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start crocheting. We're going to go ahead and start with the chain 20. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, and per her instructions, she likes to work in the back bumps of her starting chain, which means we will be working in these back bumps. So if you look at your chain this way, that's the correct side. If you flip it over, you'll see all these little bumps on the back side. She's going to be working in these back bumps of her chain. So I'm going to go ahead and follow that directions. I normally like to crochet by catching both the front and the back loop of every stitch, and that would look like this. And I have the front and the back loop of my stitch. That is the way that I crochet. Again, for her pattern directions, we will be using the back bumps, so go ahead and flip the work, and we're going to skip that first one right there, and we're going to go into this second one. And if you notice, rows 1 and 2 are nothing but single crochets. We have no color changes until row 3 when we start reading that from the right to left. So I'm going to go ahead and do my 20, or actually 19, because we started in the second chain from the hook. I'm going to start doing my 19 single crochets, and I will go ahead and meet y'all, do rounds 1 and 2. Remember, you're going to do a chain 1 at turn at the end of each, and I will meet up with you guys on row number 3. Welcome back, and we are at the beginning of row 3. And so remember, we said that the odds are going to be considered the right side, so why don't we go ahead and put a stitch marker on any stitch on this side to indicate that this is our right side. Now, why this is important is because when we start having tails, if we have any tails, we're going to want them all on the wrong side. Okay, we don't want to be some on the right and some on the wrong side. We want them all to be on the wrong side. So we'll just mark our little stitch marker here, making this the right side, so we know Those yarn tails need to be on the back side. So we're going to start off with row 3. And if you see here, row 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 white, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blues, 3 whites, 1, 2, 3, 4 blues, and 1, 2, 3, 4 whites again. So for me, this is going to be denim, blue, denim, blue, denim. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off by doing those first 4 single crochets like normal. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is where we're going to start our blues. Okay, so there's 2 ways that you can do the color change. Okay, whatever is appropriate for you. So this is my last one here. Okay, on the 4th one. So most people just stop right there. Okay, and then they pick up the new yarn, which I'm getting mine. They'll pick up the new color, and then they'll just make that last loop of the last stitch of the color that you're working with and bring in that loop like that, and then they'll continue working. So it would be 4 blues from here, and we would go ahead and go 1, 2, and you can hide those tails. Remember, tapestry crochet, you're working over your yarn tails and over the color that you're not needing. Okay, so since we don't need this one, we have to crochet over it, and the way that you can do that is go ahead, and I'll show you that other color change when I'm changing over here again. So we did it one way here, I'll do it another way over here. So just lay your yarn kind of on top like that and keep crocheting, but you're covering up that yarn. Okay, so there's 4. We just needed 4, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the next time that I'm going to do a color change, this is the way that I like to do my color changing, is go ahead and pull up the last loop. Go ahead and go through that front loop and the side loop. And the reason that I like this is because I don't have to worry about holding my yarn to keep that perfect tension and my stitching not coming loose. This is why I prefer this method when I'm working this, because you want your stitches to be nice and even and tight all along, right? So now we have 1, 2, 3, so I'm going to have to do 3. So once I insert through that front loop and the side loop, I'm just going to pull the new color through. I'm going to drop the old color because I don't need it anymore, and the work's not going to become unraveled because the new loop is taking the place of that old one. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and again take the yarn, lay it on top right here, and just do those 3 denim, 1, 2, and 3. See, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, the whites are going to be my denim, 1, 2, 3, so I have 1, 2, 3. And you can still see the yarn a little bit there. That's okay if you just pull on it just a little bit. You don't want to pull on it too tight to where it starts pulling all your work and making it kind of shrivel up. Okay, so let's do that color change again. Insert to the front loop and the side loop. Go ahead and pick up the light blue, bring it through. Go ahead and pull on the denim color. So I'm going to call denim color A and I'm going to call blue color B, okay? So now I'm going to continue like we've been doing. I need to make 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of color B. So again, just hold that yarn on top. I find that if I kind of hold it to the front a little bit, I don't have to struggle so much to keep it on top. So there's 1, 2, 3. It kind of starts falling on top on its own. 4. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 color A's to do. Remember, A is denim is color A. So you might want to label yours as well if you're working this right now. Color B is going to be my light blue. Okay, so now we're not going to need color B anymore, so we're just going to go ahead and pull it to the front. Now the reason that we're going to pull it to the front is because when we turn our work, it's going to be on the back side where it needs to be for us to continue working with it. Okay, so that's always going to happen with the last color change, and you won't need it anymore. And we know we don't need it anymore because the last few stitches are going to be color A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's do that color change right now. Front loop, side loop, pull up color A, drop color B, pull it to the front. We're not going to cover it because we're going to need it when we turn our work. Okay, and then continue making those 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are going to do a chain 1 and turn. So see, now that we turned our work, it's on the back side where we need it to be for when we start working with color B again. And now you can just snip this if you have anything. There we go. Okay, so we are on row 4 now. So row 4, if you notice, it starts over here on the left side because it's an even number. So now we have to read the squares going from left to right. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3 of color A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of color B, and then 3 again of color A. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and if you see I have this 13 right here, is because I worked it previously and I write the number so I don't have to count as I'm working. I'll just glance over and I know that that's the number I need. And the reason I put it on this side is because I'm working from left to right. Okay, that's how I do mine. So like on this one right here, there's 15, but I'm working right to left, so I put these color B blocks over on my left side. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's start again. 3 denim, I'm sorry, 3 color A's. We did a chain 1 and we turned, so there's 1, 2, and 3. We're going to complete it. Okay, do that color change, going through the front loop and the side loop here. Go ahead and pick up your color B, pull it through, okay, and then grab color A and just pull on that yarn and it's gone. So now this is where we're going to work the 13 squares using color B. So let's go ahead and start. All the while we're going to be carrying this over and we're going to be working over it. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, so we finished that right there. Lastly, we need is 3 using color A. I'm going to do that color change again. Go through the front loop and the side loop. Okay, pick up color A, draw in the loop. Okay, now we can pull on color B. We're going to bring that to the front because we don't need it anymore, and make those last 3 using color A. So there's 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do chain 1 and we're going to turn. Okay, so we've completed row 4. Next is row 5. We have 2. We're going to read it again. We're reading it from the right to left. So we have 5, row 5, we have 2 using color A, and then we have 15 color B's, and back to 2 on color A. There's 1, 2. Okay, we're going to do that color change. Pick up color B. Go ahead and pull it through. Okay, now pull color A, and it's gone. And now let's do those 15 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And here's our color change again. We're going to pick up color A, bring color B to the front because we don't have any more color changes. Pull the loop through, pull on color B, and continue crocheting using color A those last 2 single crochets. So there's 1 and there's 2. Chain 1 and turn our work. Okay, so now we finished row 5 and we are on row 6. So row 6 we have 2 color A, we have, and I didn't write it down over here, and we have, well, we're gonna see that it's 13 all along, so I'm sorry, 15 all along, because all these next rows right here, all the blues are the same, so it's gonna be 15. So we're on row 6, so it's 2 using color A, 15 light blue, and 2 color A again. Okay, so there's 1, 2, here's our color change again. Excuse me. Going through the front loop and the side loop. Draw up your loop, pull on color A, start crocheting with color B those 15 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, we're going to do that color change yet again. We're going to bring this one to the front because we have no more color changes. Pull up color A. Oop. Go back in that side loop again. Side loop, pull up color A. Pull color B out, bring it to the front, and continue those last 2. 1 and 2, chain 1 and turn. Okay, so the next thing now we're going to do, again, it's going to be a repeat. Row 7 and 8 are going to be the same. So row 7, we are going to read that from your right to your left, and row 8 we're going to read that from left to right. So I will meet you back at beginning of row 9. Okay, welcome back. We are at row 9 now. So row 9 is going to be starting off, it's an odd number. So we're going to start it off from the right to the left, and we'll be reading this 3 using color color A. And then we're going to use, I have the number down written over here, 13. We're going to use 13 for color B, and then we're going to go back to color A, and that's going to be 3. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start off. We did that chain 1 and turn, okay, at the end of the row. So we have 1, 2. Now this is where I want to show y'all something different. So normally we didn't have a problem because we were changing it evenly. We each had an even number or the same amount of number. So rows 6, or is it 5, 6, 7, and 8, there was only 13 using color B, right? But here we're going to end up starting it. We didn't start it in the same as right here. We're going to start it one more over. So when we do that, we're going to go ahead and pick up the blue. Okay, we need to do 3 single crochets with color A. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this stitch here. Okay, but I am going to go under that color, under color B, the light blue. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and hold it and crochet over it just like I normally would if I were going all the way over, but we're only going to do that for 1 stitch. Okay, so there we go. And the reason for that is so that you don't have, it's under the stitching versus having a line which would have looked like that. Okay, if we didn't do it the way we did it, you would have that line looking like that. And let me show you what I mean. So I'm not going to pick up the blue, I'm just going to leave it sitting out there, right? Here's that 3rd single crochet using color A. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the color change now. Watch. When you pick that color change up, do you see that line right there? Right there? I'm not sure if you can see it or not. This one right here. That's what I mean. You're going to see that from time to time if you keep doing that because you're not hiding it. It's going to stick out. It's not that bad, okay, but you can see it, okay? So the way we avoid that is doing what I did previously, which I'm going to demonstrate it one more time. So there's my 2 single crochets in color A. I'm going to go ahead and pick up that blue, color B, and I'm just going to lay it on top just like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into my stitch, but I'm going to go under that yarn. You see how I have it? And I'm going to crochet over it. Okay, now I'm going to do that color change. Okay, and I'm going to use color B, bring it through, let go of my color A, and now you don't see it, right? You can see the difference. You don't see it. It's there, but it's not as prominent. And if you pull on it a little more, watch, it's gone. Okay, so try and do that with every time that you have to do when you're not starting it. And what I mean not starting it is, see here, we started them all the same. Row 9 we had to start it 1 over. We're gonna have to start this one 1 over, this one 1 over, and this one 1 over, and this one has 2 over. So we're gonna be using that method quite a bit. Okay, so let's continue on and make 13 with color B, light blue in my case, covering up color A as I go along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, so now we're going to do that color change again. Pick up color A, dropping color B, pulling it to the front because we're not going to need it anymore, and we're going to finish out with those last 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1 and turn. Okay, so we're done with row 9. We're on 10, and row 10 has us doing 4 using color A, 11 color B, and 4 color A yet again. Okay, so let's start off with the 4. 1, 2, 3. Here we are again. We're starting 1 over because the 4th one goes here, and we're not going to start color B till here. Okay, so grab that blue, insert into your next stitch like you're supposed to, but go under that blue just like that, and make that 4th one. Here's where we're going to do that color change. Pick up that blue, pull it, lose that loop, and then we're going to continue like normal. It's 11, 3, and see, again, we no longer have that. It's a nice even change. Okay, so 10, we said 11, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, color change, front loop, side loop, pick up the new color, pull it through, drop that old color, and continue crocheting. Finish it out, bring that old color to the front, and finish your single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 1 and turn. And we just did row 10. We're on row 11. Row 11, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 color A, 9 color B, 5 color A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, remember we're starting at 1 over, right? So go ahead and go into your next stitch. Go over under that blue. See how I'm just putting that new old color up there, and then I'm finishing that single crochet. Now we do that color change. Drop the, and then we go ahead and finish out with our 9 color bees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,